Why do I feel like I should have wore a tux? What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, guys, the Oscars are tomorrow evening. And, yeah, I'll be watching, of course. Probably doing some live tweeting, so if you're not following me on Twitter, why not? Come on! I say intellectually important stuff on there. No, I don't. Not at all. But, yeah, I just wanted to basically do a video where I give my picks for the nominations. Not all of them. Just some of the main ones and, you know, some of the technical ones, too. But I wanted to give my picks, and then I also wanted to talk about the winners. I think are the potential winners, the people that I think are going to win. You get it. Let's start off with visual effects. All right, we got the nominees right here. We got Blade Runner 2049, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Kong, Skull Island, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, my pick, naturally, is War for the Planet of the Apes because, my God, it's the motion capture, the way that they did the apes. I mean, it's flawless. You honestly think that they took actual apes and trained them and said, act. That's how good that mocap is, and we can blame Andy Serkis for that. I want that movie to win, but I think it's gonna end up being Star Wars: The Last Jedi because I think Star Wars is goddamn. Websites and their goddamn pop-ups. I think it just seems didn't Force Awakens win in this category when it was nominated? It just seems like they're kind of Star Wars. So I have a feeling that Star Wars is gonna win, even though Apes deserves it. Best original score: we have Dunkirk, Hans Zimmer; Phantom Thread, Johnny Greenwood; The Shape of Water, Alexandra Desplat; Star Wars: The Last Jedi, John Williams; and Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, Carter Brunwell. Hans Zimmer, all the way. Hans Zimmer Hans Zimmer I think should win because, I mean, so you have the way that they build up that intensity in Dunkirk. I mean, a lot of people it's a survival movie from start to finish, and the tick, 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 and the way that the score just propels that buildup of a lot of things, I think deserves an Oscar, but I think it's also going to go to The Shape of Water as well. Yeah. Best film editing: we have Baby Driver, we have Dunkirk, I, Tonya, The Shape of Water, Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I, Tonya, I just watched that recently. Really good editing in there, I'm not going to lie. Like, that movie was just, that movie was done very well. It wasn't just like, oh, here it is, and here's a biopic, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, of course, a lot of things were over-exaggerated and everything like that. My pick for film editing is Dunkirk, and I think Dunkirk will actually win. Usually when it comes to war movies actually sweep the sound mixing, the sound editing, and it pretty much sweeps that. So, and I think that they'll win, and it deserves it. And as for sound editing, we have Baby Driver, Blade Runner, Dunkirk, The Shape of Water, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I think Dunkirk will win sound editing as well, because there were times when I was in that movie theater, I wanted to plug my ears. Christopher Nolan wanted to make you feel like you were there, because it was ear-piercing at sometimes, and you haven't heard a war movie quite like that. And I think it's going to absolutely take in film editing as well as sound editing and sound mixing. Is it even? Yeah, it's nominated. Sound mixing, I wasn't really going to do it because I think it kind of goes with sound editing. Best production design: we have Beauty and the Beast, Blade Runner, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, and Shape of Water. And I absolutely think it should be Blade Runner because they basically had to take Ridley Scott's vision, modernize it a little bit, and then make it at a more epic, grander scale. And I think they did a great job. And apparently, I mean, a lot of that were big, huge set pieces. We heard about that. So I think it deserves it, but I think Shape of Water is going to get it just because, you know, it takes place, back in the 40s, 50s, or whatever. And I think they're going to go with that because this movie is just grabbing the hearts of everybody. So, yeah, I want Blade Runner, but Shape of Water will probably get it. Same thing goes for cinematography. Best cinematography, we have Blade Runner, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Mudbound, and Shape of Water. I think Shape of Water is going to end up getting that one as well. I mean, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It was shot very well, but I want Blade Runner because, I mean, Jesus Christ, you got Roger Deakins. He deserves a goddamn Oscar. I hope he gets it, but I just have a feeling they're going to give it to Shape of Water because, I don't know, I just have a feeling. Best Adapted Screenplay, we have Call Me By Your Name, The Disaster Artist, Logan, Molly's Game and Mudbound. Now, a lot of you people probably think, given that I talk comic books a lot, that I'm going to pick Logan for this one. And as much as I would love for Logan to win a freaking Academy Award since it didn't get nominated for anything else, I actually want Disaster Artist. I do, because it's just, that movie had so much heart in it. And the fact that it was written about this, I'm sure there's stuff that was exaggerated. How they brought it to the big screen. I didn't read the book, but I think that one should win, but I think it's going to be Call Me By Your Name. And the reason why I think it's that, because they're going to try to mix it up a little bit. The themes in Call Me By Your Name, you get what I'm saying. Best Original Screenplay, we have The Big Sick, Get Out, Lady Bird, The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I always want to say Edding. I don't know why. I got to get that out. Get it out. Get it out, Dave. My pick is 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I think it deserves it. Because when I watched that movie, I was not expecting this little subplot that really had a lot of impact to the story. It really did. There was a subplot that you don't see in the trailers. Not at all, but it had a huge impact on the characters in the story. And I thought that's very well written. I think Lady Bird is going to get it because I think she's been winning. Greta Gerwig it's Gerwig. I think she's been kind of sweeping when it comes to this category, and I think they'll give it to her, which, it's not that bad. I think Lady Bird was a little bit overrated. I didn't enjoy it as much, but I know, being a male, it is a coming of age for a female story. So I asked some female friends, and they enjoyed it. They thought it was a little bit overrated, too. The hype was a little too much, but I think it's going to go to Lady Bird. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Here we go. The big categories. Best Director. Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan. Get Out, Jordan Peele. Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig. Phantom Thread, Paul Thomas Anderson. The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro. And as much as I want Christopher Nolan to take home his first Oscar, well deserved, that's who my pick is. It's going to go to del Toro, I think. I partially almost think, because even on my little notes here, I wrote, possibly it's going to go to Greta Gerwig because of where we're at right now politically. This is the year of Time's Up, Me Too. So obviously having a woman nominated is a big thing, which a lot of people have mentioned. So her winning would probably be a bigger thing. But at the same time, I'm going, well, Del Toro made something pretty special, and he did something well. As much as Christopher Nolan did the impossible of showing that hotel, I almost said, it sounded like I said hotel. That whole tale and the way he did it was just so unique and so different. I don't think he doesn't stand a chance. I'm going to do a video why he didn't stand a chance at all. But I think it's going to go Del Toro, And, yeah, that's just it right there. Or it's going to go to Gerwig. But I guess we'll find out. Best Supporting Actors, we have Mary J. Blige for Mudbound. Allison Janney for I, Tonya. Leslie Manville, Phantom Thread, Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird, Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water, and I think it's going to go to Allison Janney, and my pick is Allison Janney because she knocked it out. She was a powerhouse. And when they showed the footage from the actual mom, wow, they did a very fantastic job with the look and everything, and I think Allison Janney just put a little more sassiness to her, a little more crudeness, a little more vulgarity to it. And I think, she deserves that damn Oscar. Best Supporting Actor, we have Willem Dafoe, The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards, Richard Jenkins, Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, who just came in and just said, hey, 2 weeks of work, nominated. Crazy how that's the case. Of course, he's nominated for All the Money in the World. That would have originally went to Spacey. Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards. It's funny how 2 of them from the same movie are nominated. But Sam Rockwell is my pick, and I think he's going to get it because I didn't see the Florida Project or All the Money in the World, sadly. But Sam Rockwell, his character goes through some craziness. His character's a dick, and you just see his character go from a dick to something else towards the end. And he's just very well acted. And I like Sam Rockwell. I like him a lot. So I think he's going to win, and he is my choice for that. Best Lead Actress, Sally Hawkins, Shape of Water. Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards, of course. Margot Robbie, I, Tonya. Saoirse Ronan, I can never say your name. Lady Bird. And then, of course, Meryl Streep for The Post. which I watched The Post. She did a great job. That movie got interesting towards the third act. It was a little boring leading up to it, but overall, a great flick. My choice is Margot Robbie. I think she was totally a powerhouse, and she had there was a scene in I, Tonya where she's trying to be happy while she's doing her makeup, but she's crying at the same time. It's all one take, and it's crazy. You really see Margot Robbie's acting talent right through there. But I think Frances McDormand's going to win, which she did a fantastic job too. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. My choice is Robbie, but I think McDormand's going to win. She's been pretty much sweeping the awards season. Best lead actor, we have Timothée Chalamet, whatever the heck, Call Me By Your Name, the kid from there. Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya, I never say his name right either. Get Out. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour, and Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, Esquire. Now, I've seen all of these movies. Call Me By Your Name, overrated. Did not really like it at all. I thought it was pretty terrible. A lot of long scenes that dragged out and just, I don't know. And not to mention, it's like, we were praising a movie about an older man and a 17-year-old boy. I thought we were supposed to be against all that. Daniel Day-Lewis is Daniel Day-Lewis. Phantom Thread was not really my taste. It was a pretty boring movie for me. I mean, I got the whole thing, and he just totally, he's a method actor. He just totally gets into that role. Get Out, Daniel K. That movie has been overhyped for the awards season. I enjoyed it big time, but Oscar worthy. I'm now. Denzel Washington, he does this Denzel Washington thing in his performance, so I mean it was good. But I think Gary Oldman's gonna take it. He's my pick because he totally just turned into Winston Churchill. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, and it's about time that Oldman won a goddamn Academy Award. Best Picture: Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, Three Billboards, and I saw all of them. And like I said, Lady Bird was a little overrated for me. So was Get Out, Call Me By Your Name. I probably enjoyed that one the least. When it comes to order from least to best, it was Call Me By Your Name, The Post, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, Get Out, Shape of Water, and then Darkest Hour is probably third, and then Shape of Water, and then Dunkirk is my choice, but it's absolutely not going to win for obvious reasons. What I have right here, I think it's either going to be Shape of Water or Three Billboards. I think Three Billboards might edge it out a little bit, but The Shape of Water also might win. So, yeah, it's a little up and down. It's going to be one of those two, I feel. There's a possibility it might be Lady Bird, too. But I think it's going to be Three Billboards because, like I said, where we're at right now politically and stuff like that, you got a film that's female-led, but it's also a double whammy with Lady Bird being a female director. I don't know. But it's going to be one of those two movies. I want Dunkirk because, like I said, Christopher Nolan told that story in such a unique way, that it deserves all the praise, but it doesn't even stand a chance. That's what sucks. Anyways, guys, there you go. There's my Oscar picks, and there is the ones that I think are going to win. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll probably do a follow-up video, or maybe I'll do it on my podcast. I think I'm going to record a podcast tomorrow or Monday, and I'll just I'll go over my choices here, and then, see if I was right, and see how good I am, guys. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content, and visit the store, guys. All right? I'll talk to you later.